a continuation of our human-induced disinformation and the covert programs that are essentially running the transnational crime that you and me and we, he, she, they, and thee are all funding together. In some of my last videos, I was describing and discussing some of the known operations, illegal criminal activities that are going on. So these are only what we currently know. It gets very, very dark and very, very disgusting. The transnational crime organization is utilizing and has been utilizing for years ET technologies for criminal activities. They've essentially reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology and are utilizing that for things like trafficking of every single age, drug running, abductions, kidnapping, murder, genetically modifying third world country people with ET technologies, putting them together to be able to utilize these new formed entities for criminal activities, to stage them as aliens. Guys, when I tell you the darkness does not stop because we let it grow, you might be concerned or wondering, how do they even get a hold of these ET technologies? Well, what they're doing is they're utilizing the electromagnetic pulse weapons. They're sending out signals to the ETs, summoning them. Hey, we come in peace. We want to play patty cake together. Come meet us. This is our location in the cosmos. And what happens is our ET alien friends are like, oh, yep, let's go. Let's go. Why? Higher consciousness is unity. So they're like, okay, cool, let's go. And then they get freaking manned down by us. And their technologies get taken, and their technologies get used, reverse engineered, for crime. And we are funding this. So the transnational, above international, okay, transnational organization, criminal organization, is utilizing these abilities, these technologies and abilities to stage events, to make the people, the masses, fearful of ETs, and essentially to create a false narrative and have us all team up around fear, and that we need protection from advanced consciousness. Interesting. The math ain't mathin', guys, because advanced consciousness we do not need protection from. Anyone who's locked up in the psych ward or who's locked up in the jail, are they advanced consciousness? Interesting. They're not. And that is why they make poor decisions and they get locked up. Okay? The thing is, some more criminal activity from the transnational organization, unsanctioned killings of U.S. citizens to maintain secrecy, all the whistleblowers, 700 plus, can't open their mouths because they will not only be killed, their families will be killed too. Their families. It's one thing to be a martyr, it's another thing to have your whole family die. All the different trafficking. Guess what, guys? The reason we know this information is because there are people within the whistleblowers community who have come forth secretly with this info and have seen it with their own eyes or have been a part of it have been a part of these sectors within the transnational crime organization. So those are just some of the criminal events and activities that are going on behind the scenes that we are funding, by the way. You, me, he, we, she, they, and thee. We're funding this activity. Now we're going to get into the control and influence of how this is happening through essentially psyops, half-truths. The most dangerous thing we can believe is a half-truth, because a half-truth is very believable. There's partial truth mixed with a narrative. Let me tell you right now, anytime someone is trying to make you fearful, this is from the darkness. This is not from source energy, not from divine energy, not from oneness, singularity, non-locality of mind, non-locality of space-time. Fear is distorted light. Logically, anytime someone is trying to induce fear into you, into a narrative, this is when you should say red flag, because there is actually nothing to fear. The current way we have society set up is fear-induced, money-induced, division, separation. Essentially hell on steroids. How do we know this? We know this because if you take away the current way we have our society set up, all the industrials, oil, battery, whatever, everything that we have to pay for, all of our utilities, are feeding off of destructive energy. They're not feeding off of 0 point energy, which 0 point energy is surrounding you and limitless, endless, within the quantum field. When we actually, as a society, I'm talking society, not just USA here, I'm talking society as in the world, Mother Earth, as a society, as a people group, as a civilization, when we get off of the current system we are on and we get into 0 point energy, oneness, unity, feeding everyone, we would have no need for the current structures we have in place. We wouldn't actually even have need for government, or if we did, it would be very, very small. We would be good stewards of maintaining society. We have to have, in our current system, we have to have government, we have to have religion, because it's all hell-based society. Heaven on earth, anchoring the heaven on earth frequency, is 0 point energy society. And I'm actually going to do a video on what that would look like. Our boy Nikola Tesla killed all his documents, his notes, and his papers taken. Wonder why.